What's up, everyone? In this video, man claims self-defense in quadruple murder. Quadruple murder. That's 4 people. Self-defense. Let's get to it.
It's incredibly rare for criminal defendants to take the stand. It's a risk very few take. At stake, their freedom or even their lives.
Did you kill those 4 people?
No,
Who did?
I don't know.
Adam Matos moved to Hudson in early July 2014, and just 2 months later, he stands accused of the vicious slaying of his ex-girlfriend, Megan Brown, her parents, Greg and Margaret, and her new boyfriend, Nicholas Leonard. In Florida, a charge of 4 counts of first-degree murder is eligible for the death penalty, and that is exactly what the
Should be
state is
automatic.
seeking. Adam Matos is not only fighting for his freedom, he's fighting for his life. But will his testimony be enough to convince 12 jurors he's not guilty of this crime?
Adam Matos is not a cold-blooded killer. He's just a dad that got put in a situation that was outside of his ability to
Defense
deal with.
attorney.
The hours and days that followed, ladies and gentlemen, are that of a man who was stuck. Part of him wanted to call the police, but he was convinced that any contact with the police would surely result in his death and possibly to the harm of his son Tristan.
Adam was just not the type of individual that would come to your mind as far as being charged with
No one
quadruple homicide.
knows.
So he
No
had to
one.
take a stand to let people see
No
that there was
one
another side to him.
knows. No one.
Let's cut right to the chase, shall we? Adam Matos, on August 28, 2014, did Nicholas Leonard threaten your life with a gun?
Yes, he did.
Did you defend yourself?
Yes, I did.
Did you kill him?
Yes.
Why?
He tried to kill me.
On August 28, 2014, did you and Megan get into an argument when she got home at 5:30?
Yes, we did.
What was the argument about?
It was about the phone conversation that I had with Nicholas Leonard. He let me know that he was having an affair with Megan. She told me that she wasn't.
Did you believe her 100%?
I didn't know what to believe. I got upset, so I left the house.
Adam was getting mixed signals from Megan. That was difficult for him to
He got
kind of process.
pissed off.
Now, as you walked up those stairs, did you have a gun in your hand?
No,
A knife?
no,
A bat?
no,
A hammer?
no,
What, if anything, do you have in your hands?
nothing at all.
Perjury. He's lying.
Did Nicholas Leonard come up to you?
Yes. He came from the closet area. He grabbed me by the throat, pulled out a gun, and he pointed it at my chest.
Did you grab his gun?
I grabbed his.
If you get attacked and you want to walk away with your life, do not use traditional martial.
Hand, and I pointed it towards the ground, away from me so he wouldn't shoot me. Megan and Greg stepped into the room. She screamed out, "Dad, shoot him, Dad."
Did he have anything in his hand on that Greg?
A rifle in his hand.
Did Greg pull the trigger?
Yes, he did.
What happened?
It misfired.
Tell us what happened between you and Nick Leonard.
As Greg was continuing to try to shoot the gun again, I grabbed the hammer that was on the floor, and I just kept hitting him. Nicholas loosened his grip on his gun, and I was able to get it out of his hands.
Did you run out of the
Adam
house?
is not a gun guy. There's no evidence he had any gun of his own.
Did you run out of
And
the
the only
house?
guns used in this case belong to Nick Leonard and Mr. Brown.
What happened with Greg and Megan?
They ran back to the master bedroom.
Did you chase after them?
Yes,
Why?
I felt that he was going to get another weapon to try to kill me,
When you got to the master bedroom closet,
Why?
what was Greg doing?
attempting to load another weapon.
Why did you go back there? Run out of the house.
Back as he was trying
Someone-
to turn around with his weapon.
2 guns?
Did he go down
Trying
there
to shoot you?
turn around?
No, he had the weapon.
What do you do? You run out of the house, or you go toward the person who's
As I was leaving the closet, I could see someone in my
getting a gun to kill you?
It was Megan, and I thought she had something in her hand, and I just reacted and I shot her.
What did you do then?
Lost it completely. I just realized that I killed the woman that I love, the mother of my child. Tristan
Yeah, you
no
did.
longer had a mother, grandfather, and he no longer had me.
You know, it's one thing for Nick Leonard to attack, but it's a whole other thing for
Shut
somebody
up.
that he loved and he had this
I
child.
hate
together to be saying,
attorneys.
"Dad, you know,
I hate
kill him."
attorneys.
And then, you know, Greg Brown getting a gun and trying to kill him and shoot him as well.
Defense attorneys,
I heard the dogs barking.
mainly.
At that point, I was still out of it. I was scared that people might be coming to the house to kill me.
So what did you do?
I went down to the garage with the hammer that I used on Nicholas.
I
and
seen the
killed
two
Margaret
dogs.
in the west garage hallway. I hit her over the head
I thought they had
to
guns.
prevent more blood from getting everywhere.
There's a cat
Like
outside.
what happened to Nick.
I thought
put a
the
bag
cat
over her
had a
head.
gun. I seen a rabbit and a
I
squirrel.
realize now that she probably wasn't trying to kill me.
I think they had
I
a
was
knife.
just so
and a
paranoid
gun.
that I thought everyone was trying to kill me.
Why didn't you just leave Tristan and drive off?
Couldn't abandon my son. I couldn't just leave him like that. He's all I had.
Oh,
This is a loving
camera
dad.
footage.
This is a guy with fears,
With his
emotions,
son.
just like you've got. If
At
he
a
would have
grocery
been
store
a
or a party
cold-blooded
store.
killer, he would have hurt his son or not cared about his son.
When Adam testified, it was no longer a circumstantial case because he had already agreed that he did it. So then the focus turned more towards showing why it wasn't self-defense and why it was murder in the first degree. In
Common
this case,
sense.
the defense attorney tailored the questions in such a way that they just avoided large swaths of what happened. When he described the incident with Megan in the morning,
Oh,
he
jeez.
just took out any ill
I
intent.
thought my
on his
wall
part.
had a gun. Sorry.
Then he gets home, morning of August 28th, right? Walks into Tristan's room. You were waiting for her there with the knife.
No,
You weren't.
no.
You just started yelling and arguing.
We started arguing first, and that's when I pulled out a knife. I just wanted her to tell me the truth. I wasn't planning to use it on her.
You never once held it up to her.
No,
You never once put it up to your throat.
So you did have a
Pointed
weapon.
at her.
no,
You never told her you would use it to hurt her.
no,
You never threatened her in any way, according to you.
no.
That's the County 911. What is your name?
Megan Brown.
Tell me exactly what happened, Megan.
I just came home and my son stabbed put a knife to my throat. And I cut my name. I'm like bleeding everywhere and my son's freaking out. I really don't want to do this in front of him, but he just put a knife
Okay.
to his throat and he was going to kill me.
It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay.
I'm sorry, baby. Look at me. It's okay, baby. I'm sorry. Please, now someone come out here as soon as possible. He literally tried to kill me.
What is his name?
Adam Beaton.
Anytime a jury hears a 911 call, they are in the room with the victim. Megan paints a very clear picture of how terrified she is, fearing for her life and the life of her son. If you want to say it was premeditated, this is the beginning of his premeditation.
I was just holding it in my hand. I wasn't planning to use it on her.
That's your testimony. Okay.
When you're brandishing a weapon and there's actual injuries involved, we've crossed over the line. He's made his intentions clear. The only reason he's there is because of this relationship with Megan, and now she's hooking up with somebody else. Adam's not digging it. He's a ticking time bomb.
Margaret didn't get home until about 11:30 at night, right?
Sometime around there.
And you'd agree with me that
When you decide you want to lose weight, you can try fasting. Or
Fasting?
you can try the...
Margaret coming in from work, she didn't have any weapons.
No,
She didn't say anything to you about, I'm going to kill you, did she?
no.
Killing Margaret was the key because there's really no reason for him to kill her other than he's just planning to kill the whole family. That was a big problem with the self-defense claim.
You just greeted her by beating her head in with a hammer.
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yes.
And you knew, based on what you already did to Nick Leonard, what effect that would have on
The
Margaret.
families,
Right?
the victim families, like pissed, upset.
Adam could have very cleanly, with some space and distance, shot her. But he wanted to feel this kill. That really is an important detail when you look at
He wanted her to he wanted her to
This
suffer.
was not a, I need to get rid of the witness kill. He wanted to kill Margaret, and I think he liked it.
I told you at the beginning of this case that we would present evidence and proof that this defendant was guilty of first-degree murder of Margaret Brown, Nicholas Leonard, Greg Brown, and Megan Brown. I submit to you that at this point, that has been done. There's a lot of different facets of self-defense in Florida, but it does not equate to self-defense to just say, I was afraid for my life, so then I killed those 4 people.
He had a chance to run out.
It still has to qualify within the statute.
Everything.
And he didn't even touch getting close to self-defense with Margaret.
Exactly.
The
Doesn't
irony
even
of
make sense.
Adam Mathos'
None of it
testimony,
adds up.
Even if we just left it with what he said, he was still guilty of all 4 offenses.
Mr. Mathos, your sentence is decided by the jury. Before we proceed with the sentence, I have a few things to say. This was the most selfish, self-centered, evil thing that I've ever heard.
He's just like so calm.
You took this stand and you said that you did all this for your son is ridiculous. Your son will grow up without a mother and without grandparents and without a father. So to say that Tristan is your whole world, I don't believe that. You did this because you were selfish.
Obviously, we'd all rather be in the situation where Adam Mathos had been caught by law enforcement before any of these horrible things had happened. Megan Brown, Greg Brown, Margaret Brown, and Nicholas Leonard were still walking around today. But I think that the way Judge Hansel conducted herself, I remember thinking, like, I am glad that the family is getting to see this in this way because I think it will help their healing.
Based on the decision of the jury, I sentence you in count 1 and count 4 to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In counts 2 and 3, I sentence you to life without the possibility of parole.
As it turns out, on the count of murder in the first degree for Margaret Brown, the jury voted 11-1 for death, which means Adam Matos' life was spared by the vote of 1 juror, and maybe his ability to stay calm under pressure on the witness stand.
After the death of his mother, Tristan was taken by relatives of the Brown family. Yeah, that was just... He had an opportunity. I mean, the way he was describing it, everyone had a weapon. The boyfriend, or the new boyfriend, the dad, the woman, the victim. I thought she had a weapon. Just, oh jeez, I thought this speaker had a knife. Let's read a comment. This guy dumped the bodies on a deserted dirt road in the woods and tried covering them up to hide them. He was caught at the Tampa airport with his son. There is so much missing from the story in this clip. But it went to the main details. Yep, this was a crime of passion. He got pissed. He was jealous. He was hurt. He was angry. He's a sociopath. He wanted to make her suffer and everyone that she loves suffer. Well, everyone, stay safe. Peace.